Hello, my name is Lillian Okibe. Welcome to my channel. So a few weeks ago I shared with you guys how to grow your Instagram followers fast, and many of you learned a few things from that. If you not watch the video, I'm going to leave it in the card so that you can go and watch that. So now you've grown your Instagram followers, you have a few thousand subscribers, and brands have started contacting you to help promote their brands on your page. Now the big question is, should you be doing it for free or should you charge these brands for promoting their products? And if you're going to be charging brands, how much should you charge? Like, in this video I'm going to be answering those questions, and I'm also going to be helping you figure out how much to charge per Instagram post. So get your biro and your paper and let's start learning. First off, I'm going to be answering some frequently asked questions I normally get from you guys. So the first one is, how many followers do I need to start monetizing my content on Instagram? The answer to that question is 1,000. If you have up to 1,000 followers on Instagram, then you can start monetizing your content. But I would not recommend you monetizing your content when you have that few followers. At that point, I feel like you should wait till you get up to like a 5,000 subscribers, right? You see subscribers. You should wait till you have up to like 5,000 followers on Instagram before you start monetizing your content and start doing like content sponsored posts. Before you get to that point, you should basically just focus on trying to grow your followers, trying to create a brand for yourself, like trying to get your name out there and like create like a brand, what people know you for, that kind of thing. But it actually depends on you. Like, some people start monetizing their content even like before they get up to 1,000 followers, but ideally I feel like you should wait till you have like 5,000. Next question is, brands are reaching out to me to promote their brands in exchange for free products. Should I do it? Well, the answer to that question is a big no. Like, do not do it. Do not do it. And the reason why I say that is because like products are really never a good compensation for working with brands and like for promoting brands. Like, a lot of work goes into content creation on Instagram or even on any other social media platform for that matter. So receiving products for compensation is really never enough. And also, when you start receiving free products, like, brands will keep coming will keep coming for you, because it's like jackpot. When they hear, oh, this person is doing this thing for free, everybody will just rush it, because people like free things, and you're just going to be working yourself and stressing yourself out for nothing, because you're getting nothing in return. And 90% of the products you're going to receive, you're most likely not going to use after that partnership. And now, it's not really all about the fact that the products are bad. If you watch my last video on tips on reasons why your hair is not growing, I talked about using all sorts of products in your hair and the fact that it can damage your hair. So if you're always getting requests from brands to do sponsored posts, if it's not something that you're already using, the fact that even if the products are really great, it's not really advisable to keep switching up products all the time. So most likely after that partnership, you're not going to use that product again. So it's like you're doing it for free, because those products are really not going to be compensation. But there are a few exceptions to this. You can receive free products in exchange for products if the products that you're going to receive are products that you already use, something that whether you receive that product or not, you are most likely going to go to market to buy, So, but if it's something that is your first time using, then I really do not recommend you receiving free products in exchange for promotion. And this is something that many brands like to do, and they like to take advantage of small influencers, because at that point, when you're just starting out, when a brand reaches out to you and says that we want to send you free products because for you to promote our brands, most times, I know I was like that when I first started out, you are going to be so excited, like, yeah, because most times when you're starting out, you feel like you need those products, especially if they're like products that are like expensive or stuff like that. You feel like you need them, but I'm going to tell you that you do not need them. For a brand to reach out to you to help promote their products, most likely is a sign that you're doing something right. Your hair is flourishing without their products, so you really do not need them, but they're going to make it seem like you need them. From my experience, I've also realized that if you keep doing things for free, they're probably doing that same thing that you're doing with someone else, and they're paying that person for it. So it's like, another thing is, when brands reach out to you to help promote their product, this is a business. Like, for the brands, it's not because they like your face or they just like your hair or anything like that, or they like your personality. Most times it's business. They're coming to you because they feel like by you promoting their product, they're getting exposure, and directly or indirectly that would translate to sales for them. So they have something to gain. That's why they are reaching out to you. Like, there are two ways to receive products from brand. First one is through gifts. They reach out to you, they say like, hey, we want to send you this and that, just for you to try for your own enjoyment. You do not have the obligation to share content about the product. They're just sending it to you as a gift. That's different, and that's what some people call PR packages. So they just send out product to you. You do not have any obligation to share anything in return. So it's if you like it and you feel like sharing it, then you go ahead and share. That's not a problem. You can receive PR packages, you can receive gifts, just so you use them. If you want, you can share. If you want, you do not share. But receiving products where they give you like details, you want a picture post, you want a video post, you want this, you want that, in exchange for a free product, is definitely not worth it. Personally, I also really do not like receiving gifts, because most likely the gifts, I'm not going to use them because I already have what's working for me. So I really do not need the gift. So you can do without those gifts. Besides, all those gifts, directly or indirectly, some people, when they send you gifts, even though they do not indicate that they want content, they are sending you with the hope they are going to get content. And they're going to give you the side eye like, you received that product and you just zipped your mouth, So generally, I really do not like receiving gifts. The next question is, when should I get paid during a partnership? Well, this depends. For most big companies, like, they have a schedule for paying. So most likely you're going to get paid after you publish your post or like a video, after you've done what is required of you to do. And most times, like, you guys keep going back and forth, you make something, you send it to them, they approve it, it's posted before you get paid. For many big companies, like, especially if you're working with international brands. But if you're working with like a brand, a small business here in Nigeria, then I highly recommend that you collect your money. Collect your money before you post anything, because I've worked with several brands here, local brands here in Nigeria. I've worked with some brands overseas. I've also worked with other brands, like some brands in other African countries, and the kind of stress I've received from some African brands, I've not received from other brands like in other countries. Because Nigerians, I don't know, there's just something, there are so many fraudulent and shady businessmen and women here in Nigeria, and it's really not worth the stress of everything. So I feel like if your business is a brand that you've not worked with before, is a Nigerian brand, auntie, collect your money before you post anything, just to prevent stories that such. Because don't say I don't want you. I'm not going to go into the details, because like that would just make this video too long. But if you guys want me to make another video on like brand partnerships gone wrong and things like that, then let me know down in the comments. I'll make a story time video on that and tell you, go in details with all that. But like for now, let's not go into. But next question is, what if a brand offers me discount codes and like referral links in exchange for like my content? Should I accept it? If you do not know what discount code means, is like brands reach out to you and probably sending their products for you to try out and things like that. But instead of them paying you cash or like paying the money directly to your account or things like that, they give you a code where you can share that code or that link with your followers or your subscribers. And for everyone that clicks that link or uses that code anytime they purchase their products, you're going to get a percentage of their order sent to you. Now, this is really a really nice way to make extra money, as an influencer. But I do not recommend it, because I feel like most times the influencers are usually at the losing end. The thing about discount codes and referral links is that most times, like for a lot of times, when you create content on social media, there are certain people who buy immediately, and there are some people that will just save it, lock it up in their memory, maybe because they don't have the money to buy it at that time, or for one reason or the other. But your post has influenced their decision to buy that thing at a later time. So receiving using discount codes like that, if the person does not buy, because most times those discount codes and those referral links have expiry dates, so if the person doesn't buy within that expiry date, even though the person is going to be buying it later on based on your recommendation, you're not going to be getting any money from you, because they did not buy within that period that link is still valid. So at that point, you're losing money while the business owner is making money, despite the fact that you put in work. That's one. And that reason why I do not really recommend that so many brands are really shady. So they'll tell you only 2 people bought their products from you, meanwhile you have like 10 people buying from you. So it's really shady. Another reason why I feel like this doesn't really work is some people forget to use those referral links and those discount codes. So let's say I put up something and I share like a product, and someone goes to clicks on that link, sees it, likes it, and probably the person comes back later to buy but doesn't use that code, or the person forgets to use the discount code when the person is checking out. Then you're losing money even though the person went there by through your own recommendation. So you're also losing money. So I feel like that the business owner usually at the receiving end, while most times the influencers are on losing end. Most times people do not make enough money from that, but you can just add that, as an extra way of making money. But I really do not recommend that. Personally, I've tried it before, and another horror story that if you guys want I can share with you in another video. So now over to the reason why we've been here. How much should I charge? This is not a white and black answer, like how much you charge. Like there are so many websites online, there's so many websites that help to calculate how much you should charge, like the minimum amount you should charge based on your number of followers and your engagement rate and things like that online. But the problem with this is that most of them are in dollars. So if you're working with international brands that are based in the US and like the UK and those advanced developed countries, then you can use those websites to calculate. I'm going to leave a few of them in the description box for you guys to check out. But if you're working here in Nigeria or in any other African country, if you directly convert the amounts on those websites down to your local currency, many brands and many local brands cannot afford that, and so it's really not feasible to use those websites to calculate how much to charge. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to calculate it without using those websites. You're going to need Instagram for this. Instagram runs ads for businesses, and the thing about running ads on Instagram is that it is really accessible to basically anybody. Many small businesses run Instagram ads. They can afford to run Instagram ads. Instagram calculates how much you pay for an ad based on the number of people you intend to reach. So, and I find that the money Instagram charges is very small compared to like what is on those websites that teach you how to calculate your income as an influencer. So I feel like using that as a basis for calculating how much to charge is more realistic if you live in Africa. So what you do is you open your Instagram app. So I'll show you guys how to do it right now. So what you do is you go to your Instagram app, click on your Instagram, go to your Instagram app, then you go to your profile page on Instagram. Then you basically try to check your reach, because Instagram ads check how much determines how much you make based on how much you pay for ads based on the number of people you want to reach. So you want to check like how much people you reach on a regular. So let me use this, my last post for example. So you come here, you click on insights, and then you come here, you see your reach. This is the reach here, and you can see that it shows over 25,000 reach. So basically what you can do is you go here, you check like your last 10 posts and see your reach. Then you calculate your average reach. So basically you just add all the number of people you reached for all your last 10 posts, and then you divide by 10 to know the number of reach that you got for that you normally get, just to give you an average of the number of people you reach on a regular. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to check within your last 10 posts, like posts that did not do so well. I feel like sometimes that's how I like to do it, just because I like when I work with brands, I like it to be that for the brands for me to overdo. I don't want to charge and then I will underperform. So I like to check like worst case scenario, if the post does not do well, like how many people am I supposed to reach, like, so that you're paying for worst case scenario. And so if the post does pretty well, then you're getting more value for your money. That's just how I like to look at it, but it all depends on you. Basically, you don't have to do that. You can just check like the average number of people you reach on a regular by calculating the way I just stated. So So after determining the number of people that you reach on a regular, the next thing you want to do is you go to your Instagram profile, you go back to your Instagram profile, and then you check, you basically act like you want to create a promotion, right? You act like you want to do like a promo, an ad, and then what you do is you go to promote. The app, this Instagram app is actually outdated. The one I'm using right now is actually outdated, but basically you just find where you see promote on like your home page, so you click on promote. So the Instagram app will take you to a page where you do that, and then you click on any picture you want to promote. So let me say I use this one for example, then I click on next. It will tell you to log in to your Facebook, so you log in. So after logging in, Instagram will show you the page where it shows reach new people. So you just swipe. You can close that tab, and then you click on where Instagram wants to direct people to when you promote the page. So I'm just going to click profile, right? Then you go to next. It takes you to the audience. You can just click on automatic. Automatic means that Instagram will help target people like your followers. So you click on next. Then this is the point where your results from the last thing I showed you, showing number of people, your average reach. This is where you're going to insert that. So basically, generally for an average post on Instagram, it takes about like 2 days for it to reach like its maximum potential. So here I'm going to come to duration, and then I'll put this on 2 days, right? Of which is still going to reach more people, but just to be fair, let's put it on 2 days, because normally even after 2 days it's still going to reach more people. Let's just put it on 2 days, and then you're going to put your reach. So let's say you have, the key thing is your reach doesn't really depend on your number of followers per se. So there are some people that have like huge number of followers, but they don't reach as much people, and then some people have few followers and they reach so many people. So that's why checking the reach matters a lot, instead of like using the number of followers. Some people do not even reach all their followers, or some people reach way more than their followers. So way more than number of their followers. So you're just going to input the value for your reach. So as you move the amount you're paying in dollars, you can see the reach above here is changing. The estimated reach is changing. You can see now it's 1,000 to 3,000, 2,000 to 5,000, 2,900 to like, that's just how it works. So what you do is like you push this until where it reaches the number of reach you normally get. So that's why I like to set my reach on like the worst case scenario. So let's say I set this on like 1,000 to 2,300. So like the lower limit is 1,000 and the higher limit is 2,300. Let's say I set it there. So that just shows that your budget per day is $10 per day. So within that period of 2 days, in which the Instagram is going to be promoting your ad, you're going to have to pay $20, right? So that just shows you that. So for someone that reaches an average of 1,000 something to 2,600 on average, you should be charging nothing less than $20 per post. Now if you convert $20 to naira, that should be over 7,000 naira. So the amounts that you see from the Instagram ad just shows your base price. That's all things being equal, that's the base price. You should not be charging less than that. But there are so many other things that you need to put into play before you finally give the brand the amount of money you're going to charge. So that's where you have to consider your cost of production, because you're going to be spending money, you're going to be spending time creating that content. So you have to factor that into the price that you're going to be giving to the brand. So you have to calculate how much money are you going to spend to create the content. Is it going to be just one picture, a picture? Is it going to be like a video? How much money are you going to spend? Do you need to put on generator to light up your house for the picture or the video? Are you going to be renting equipment to create that content? You know, those are the kind of things that you need to consider, and you're going to add the price that you're going to spend on all those things into the content, into the money you're going to be sending to the brand. So let's say you're only going to be buying fuel for your generator. The brand is not going to be paying for your generator. So don't just go all out and just start adding unnecessary money, because generator is like a fixed asset, it's already there. So yeah, the brand is not going to be paying to buy you any generator, so don't add that into the price. But basically, if you're going to buy fuel, you're going to be renting equipment or anything like that. So let's say you spend about 500 naira, or like, yeah, let's say you spend 500 naira to buy fuel, to rent a few things, or basically anything. I'm just giving you an estimate. So you add 500 naira to 7,500 naira that Instagram has already shown you as your base, so that will make it 8,000 naira, right? So next thing you want to consider is damage. If it's going to be a product that you're going to be using on your hair, on your skin, and it's going to be the first time you're going to be trying it out, the truth is nobody can pay for damage, because if you damage your hair, you damage your skin, there's no amount of money that will make it feel better. Just add some money for damages. So let's say you add another 500 naira for damages, into that, so that makes it 8,500. Next thing you want to add is your time, payment for your time. So that is also based on your discretion. It's not the same for everybody. You know yourself, you know your body, you know how much work you put into your content, so you can just add some amount of money for that based on how much you think is fair. Also bearing in mind that the brand that you're working with is a local brand, it's a small business. There's a limit to how much they can offer you. Let's say you add 1,000 naira for effort. That's what some people will call workmanship. So let's say you add 1,000 naira there, so that altogether that will make it 9,500. Basically you should be paying 9,500. So now the next thing is to check your influence. This is the part that is very tricky, and I feel like here what you need to do is check how much. The last time I showed you guys how to check your reach, so now you want to check the amount of saves you get per post. I always like to feel like the amount of saves you get are potential buyers, potential people. Like, it's one thing to see a post, like it or comment on that, it's another thing to save it. Saving it means like this is something you still need for a future reference, or for something in the future. So that just gives you an idea of number of people you have a strong influence on. So you also go to your Instagram page, just like how you checked your reach, you can check the save. The save is like this icon here. I'm going to leave it here and circle it to show you what the save is. So that you can check your average saves. That will give you an idea of how many people save your post on an average. That's how much influence you have on your followers. What you do here is calculate the number of the products they are going to send to you. How much is it worth? When you calculate that, so let's say the brand is sending you 10,000 naira worth of products, for example. So if you send you 10,000 naira worth of products, and you have on average, you usually get like 3 saves or like 5 saves per. Let's say you get like 5 saves per picture or per post that you make. So you're going to multiply that 5 by the 10,000 worth of products that you're going to be sending. So this will just give you an idea of how much, if the brand is going to be making any money by reaching out to you. I feel like if the brand is not going to be making any money, then it's probably yet not. That's why I said that you should wait until you have like 5,000 followers before you start monetizing, because you have to also look at this from a business point of view, because brands reach out to you because they are hoping to make money. Just like you also want return on your investment, content creation and things like that. So you have to calculate if the brand gets to make any money by interacting with you. And with that, we come to the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.